So you're already aware about the standard subcontracting process, right? So just imagine, I'll write it down. Let me share my screen first. You have to answer over consumption of child material. Just I'm giving you the example now. Just answer it, okay? I've created one parent material, that is smartphone. Okay. And then first child material one. So what we are using screen, right?
Yes.
Child material two, what we have used?
Battery.
Yes. Battery.
Processor.
So just take example. I want 100 smartphones, okay? So for 100 smartphones, how many screens you require?
100.
100.
Okay, and just
100.
only, okay? So we'll get no confusion. So I require 10 screen. I require 10 battery. I require 10 processor. Just imagine, I'll just give you one question here. For example, um, I'll take vendor third process. What is the third step after the vendor? PIR and PR I am not going to perform here. Okay.
Material to the stock.
Stock should be available, right?
Yes.
First, stock should be available for child material. Okay. After this,
BOM.
yeah, BOM is also optional. So, okay, I'll just maintain that also. BOM. Optional, you can directly maintain in a PO only. Okay. So after BOM,
PO.
Transfer stock.
existing PO, where you're using the L as the item category, right? This is the normal procedure already, you know, right?
Yes.
So just imagine, to get the smartphone, 10 smartphone, I have sent the child materials. Okay. One second. So once we are done with the subcontracting PO, so what we have to do, we need to transfer the material to the vendor, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What is the key code? ME2.
Oh.
I'll just write that also. Transfer all the child material to vendor. Okay. Child material screen, battery, processor, I am transferring to vendor.
Vendor.
Okay. So just imagine, I have sent all this 10 materials. So the material also delivered to the vendor. So what happens when he get the material? With in the 10 screens, two got damaged. Just assume two got damaged. The two screen got damaged. So only 8 screen is available. So he want two more screen extra now, right?
Yes.
So what vendor will do? Vendor will, one second. Yes, what vendor will do? Vendor will communicate with the company like, while supplying the screen, so two got damaged. I require two more quantity now. Okay. So what we have to do now? Just think logically and answer the questions. Manish.
Again, we have to add the material to the stock.
Okay. How you will perform that? Already have sent the PO copy to the vendor. Already I have sent the subcontracting PO, and already by using the METO, I have transferred all the child material to the vendor. Once he received the material, that time he get to know. So while performing the smartphone, or do like see, whenever you perform the finished product, it's not only the smartphone. So that time something will happen, right? So some damage will happen to the materials, right? So that time what happened? The two screen got damaged. So he's asking two screen extra again now. So vendor has communicated with the person, like the company, like I need two more quantity to make the 10 smartphones. So this got damaged. So while making the smartphone, so please send me the two more quantity now. So how we need to perform now? Just think logically and you can apply. By using the same procedure, we can't. Already we have sent the subcontracting PO to him. Okay, I'll give you one hint now. Okay, so under the MyGo transaction, we have the options: transfer, posting, goods issue, subsequent adjustment, and everything, right?
Yes.
So what we can perform? Again, one more subcontracting PO copy we can't send to the vendor. Already we have sent all the child material to the vendor. Okay. What I'll do, I'll just perform, okay? I'll perform in the system only till I'll take the existing. Okay. So I'll take the existing materials only. So let me check the stock first. MB52. So okay, there is zero quantities are there. I need to add the stocks first. How to add the stocks?
MB16
Okay. What is the moment type?
560.
560.
I'll add 10 quantities. Okay, I have added. I'll recheck it now. MB52. Okay, now 10 quantities are there. Okay. So vendor is already available. So what is the next step? I'll just directly go to the ME21. In the PO only, I'll maintain all the components. Okay. I'll just take the vendor. TP10. So which material I have to do the subcontracting PO?
Parent.
I need 10 quantity. I'll just maintain this one. That is the subcontracting process. Just check here. There is BOM is already available. No, BOM is not there, so that's why I will add the components manually here. Okay, I'll just add this 3 components manually. 10 quantity, 10 quantity. Check you. Okay, I have done the subcontracting PO also now. Take this number, the same steps, whatever you have followed. Subcontracting PO. What is the next step?
Yeah, this E2O
You have to send
transfer all child material to vendor.
Yeah.
Transfer material.
M2
Oh,
transfer to contracting.
at the moment at 540.
Yeah. M2. The same vendor, right? Just cross check it again. It's same vendor. See, so just see the number. These are all already, we have done this one. So that's why you're getting 640, 641, 642. Go here, 640, 641, 642. Okay, just check this 10 quantities. Post goods issue. The items got posted. See, now it's done. Okay. Again, come and check in MB52. You have to cross check 40. 640. Yeah, it's 0 now. We have sent to the subcontracting vendor. Okay, we have done the ME2O also now. So now we'll get to know. So while performing the smartphone, two product got damaged. Okay, so vendor is asking 2 more quantities. Now what we have to do? We can't again raise the subcontracting PO. Okay, so we have an option where we have to perform. See, under the MyGo, you have to go for the transfer posting. Okay. Under the transfer posting, which material got damaged? For example, just take screen got, that is child material 1. Here also, this is the child material 1 screen, right? So, 2 got damaged. You have to send this. Take the child material 1. See, here, TP10. See, can you see this box? Name of vendor's transfer posting.
yes.
See,
Yes.
for which vendor you need to transfer 2 more quantities. The same vendor, we are transferring the 2 more quantities. The reason here is 2 got damaged while making the smartphone. That's the reason we can't raise the subcontracting PO again. So that's the reason we are going with the transfer posting, where you have to mention the material number, all the details. Here you have to give the vendor number and how many quantities you are sending. For example, only 2 got damaged, so that's the reason you are sending 2 quantities extra now. Okay, just give that, and then again you have to go to the partner. Okay, under the partner also give the vendor name, vendor number, the same vendor. Okay, here also you have to mention the vendor number, and then how many quantities you are sending. Again, you have to mention the quantity here. Once you're done with this, go to the partner and mention it here. Okay, for which vendor you're sending. Again, just give enter. Apart from this, don't do anything, just check. See, screen, we are sending 2 more extra quantities now. You can see here, right?
Yes.
Yes. So screen, we are sending again extra more quantities. Why you are getting 542? 542, that is in the positive symbol. Why?
Because we are sending the material to vendor.
Yeah, the symbol I'm asking plus.
So credit.
See, we are sending two more quantity to the vendor. From the vendor side, the quantities are there. That's the reason you're getting 542 plus. Okay. When we get back the material from to get the material from the vendor to our stock, so which moment type we have to use? The same 542 moment type, right? So whatever the materials will be available in the subcontracting vendor, it will show as an 542. That's the reason you're getting 542 debit here. Okay, and whenever you are performing all these steps, just note down the moment types what you are getting with the different scenarios. Okay, once you're done with this, just check and then again save. So now we have sent the two more material. Okay, so what is the next step? Okay, just I'll go to the MMBE. So which material we have sent? Child material one, right? See, stock provided to vendor. Two more quantities are there. Okay, so we have transferred the two more quantity to the vendor. So now you have to perform the normal GR. So he will make the finished product by using the two more extra quantities. Then he will send back the parent material to us. Okay. So that time you have to perform the normal GR, the subcontracting standard GR you have to perform. Okay. Goods receipt with respect to the subcontracting PO. Okay. Just observe it here. To make the 10 smartphones, we have sent 10 child materials, right? And later also we have sent two more materials, right?
Yes.
Why it's not showing you? Just think logically. I have
Because we
the
we haven't
yeah.
because we haven't mentioned in the PO.
Subcontracting PO we have not mentioned, right? How come system will get to know like we have sent the material two more quantities later? Based on the subcontracting PO, we are doing the GR, right?
Yes.
Under the subcontracting PO, we have not mentioned orally what vendor told like while making the smartphone, two more quantity has got damaged. So just send me the two more quantities. So that's the reason what I have done. So I can't able to send one more PO copy to the vendor. So that's the reason I make the transfer postings. Okay. So two more quantities are sent to the vendor extra. So but system doesn't know. Okay. First, for that reason, what you have to do is first you have to perform the normal GR here. Okay. So if you want, you can receive 5 quantities also, but I'm receiving full. To your storage location, you are receiving, then item okay, then give enter. With the normal movement type will come 101, 543, 543. Yes, negative. This child material got consumed while making the finished product. The normal movement types you will get. Just check. Okay. Deficit of stock with vendor understood 2 kgs. Why I'm getting this error?
Because we transfer for the damage two pieces.
See, just imagine. First, under the subcontracting PO, what we have done? 10 quantities. We have sent all the child materials, right? Before that also, we have checked in the MB52. So how many quantities are available that time? 10
10.
only, right? So later also, we have transfer posting by using two more quantities. So the stocks are available in the child one that time. Did we check that one?
No.
That's the reason you're getting the error. Go to MB1C. The same steps. 561 movement type. Which material? First, there is a lesser quantity. Two more quantities. It's not under the stock. Okay. Now try to perform it. I have to refresh it again. Take the subcontracting PO. Then 00. Okay. So once we added then we have now done the transfer posting. Before only we have done that's the reason you are getting. Okay. Material. Okay, sorry. To take this. This vendor. Before adding the quantities, have sent the transfer posting. That's the reason you're getting the error. Okay. Just save it. Yes. Now we have posted slash and mango. The normal GR with respect to the standard, with respect to the subcontracting PO. Okay. Then levels here. Okay, once again, first let me check it here. MNB. Which material we have used? This material, right? Okay, stock provided to vendor is okay, 6 quantities, and then under the raw material it is the okay. I'll just make there is a lesser quantity. I'll just add some more extra quantity only, not two. One. Yes. Yes. Why I'm getting again this error? Is anyone?
Transfer posting.
What transfer post?
I need to do transfer posting course.
I think already there is a 4 cases of deficit in that.
Okay, so what I have to do now?
We have to add again.
Already I have added. See, 1 second, I'll show you the
Quantity-
350.
quantity is done.
Okay, 640. 16 kgs are available. 16.
Then why it is showing deficit?
Sorry.
Then why it is showing deficit like that?
Yes. That's what I'm asking.
uh, through uh, M1 M1LB. What is this? You can check the stocks for this vendor. M1
Yeah, what
MB1
is your what?
MBLB. What M1LB? M1LB, I think.
MBLA.
MBLB.
Okay. Yes. These are all the older materials. 640, 641, 642.
Yes, he has only 6 quantity. That's why we have to add more. We have to
Yes.
transfer more.
Think I have had another two. Means, here is 10 and it is showing as 6.
Yes.
But how is possible, Mansa, that first time only you had 10, then again 2, so it has 12 only.
That's why I'm asking. So what we'll do, so I'll just go with the MIGO transaction now, okay? So how many quantities are deficit now?
4.
Which material? 6.
40.
Right. Okay. You mentioned the so how many quantities I'll add now?
4.
I'll add 6 now. Okay.
Yeah.
He require 2 more extra quantities. Intervendor I have mentioned. Okay, here also I have to mention the vendor. Okay, it's done. Go MB, LB. Vendor number. Yes. 641, 642.
But we added in 640.
640, where is 640? Let me check in MND. Okay, so it's under the 22. So total 22 quantities are there in the raw material. Okay, so let me check now under the MIGO if we can perform. Well, we'll perform from the beginning. Something is happening. This is the PO, right? Deficit of stocks. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just again come from the beginning. Okay, so something is happening here. I'll take the same vendor. Did we miss anywhere? No, right? Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just do the subcon. First, I have to check the material. MB52. How many materials are there? 642, 642. Okay. This is 22 kg is there. So remaining only child to child, there are 0 quantities are there. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just go and add 20. Keep quantities here. Now I'll check MB52, 40. Okay, so 22 kgs are available now. Which material I have to take? So I'll mention 22 only here. At price I want. What is the next step? What I have to do here?
Item.
Item category L. I'll check the BOM. Okay, it's not there. I'll add the components. Okay, 22. Okay, come back. So for the 22 smartphone, I have sent all the 22 quantities. Just I'll check. No messages. And take the PO number. Okay, what is the next step now?
Transfer all the child material to vendor.
Okay, the same vendor, right? Okay, same vendor. Six 641, 642. Okay, two got posted. So 640 it's MB I'll check. 640. Okay, only 22 available. It's not taking. MB2. Okay, just give me 1 second. Why do Okay, there is 22 kg and 10 kgs is already available. That's why. Just MB2. Yes, now it's done. Yes, it's done. I'll just check in MBLV how many stocks are available under the vendor. We have the transfer posting. Sorry, we have done the normal. Okay, 32, 32, 32. Okay, unrestricted and the unrestricted. So we have done the ME2 now. Okay, so now we'll perform the transfer posting. Only 2 more quantities. I'll just send. Before that, I'll add 2 more quantities. Okay, yeah. 640. Okay. Here. This is in our storage location. Provided to vendor is 32, so still 2 quantities are in our storage location only. So I'll just do the transfer posting now. Okay, the normal transfer posting that I do, the material number TP10 000, for which vendor we are going to send. Number 4, 2 quantity. The partner also have to mention same thing, check, then save. Okay, now it's done. Just go and again check in MMB 640. See, it's got updated here, right? Before it was 32, so now it's showing 32. So we have done the transfer posting, but it's not updated here. Okay, so we have to do the normal MyGo here. That is, sorry, with respect to the this vendor. Yes, last check. Okay. Location item. Okay. Okay. Now it's took. Okay. Just save it. If you have missed anywhere, you will be getting so many errors. Before doing the transfer posting, just check the quantities, how much is available in your stock. Okay. So we'll go with the accounting entries also now. So what all the accounting entries I'll get now? Manish,
BXX,
BSX.
WRX.
The same thing which you will get in the normal. BSX, WRX, BSV, FRL. This is for the parent material, and BSX, GBB, BSX, GBB, BSX, GBB. This is for the child material you will get. Okay, see what we have done. So 2 more quantities. Somewhere the quantities have missed out, so that's why you are getting the on this 110 440. We have added. We have not checked before. Okay, so that's why I already used this parent and child material for different process. That's the reason I got the error. So what you can do is just create 1 parent material fresh material and 3 child fresh materials, and add 10 quantities to the all the child materials, and do the normal subcontracting PO, and then do the after PO we have done 1 more step, right? That is the trans like ME20 we have done. ME2 we have done the transfer posting. So once we are done with the subcontracting PO, what we have done? So we have done the we have transferred all the material to the vendor. Okay. Once you are done with this, you have to do the transfer posting. Okay. And yeah, here also I will just write down. For transfer in the under the MyGo transaction, what you have to do? go to the transfer posting. Okay, here I've shown you already. I'll tell you once again now. Okay, see, under the material. Okay, I'll just show you once again what you have to do. Just give your subcontracting. I'll not do, just I'll show you. Okay, you'll get confused. See, it's already done. I'll just take one more. Yeah, I'll just show you where you have to mention exactly. Okay. See, under the sorry, here only I've done the mistake. Transfer posting. That's why I'm getting the error. Transfer posting. Mention the material number, which material you have to transfer again. Either it is a 2 quantity, 3 quantities like that. All the plant details and the storage location details, particularly for which vendor you are sending. For this vendor only, we have sent the material 2 more extra quantities, right? So just mention the vendor number here and mention the quantity here. How many quantities you are sending again? Okay. Once you are done with this, you will get one more screen here. Just see, under the partner also you have to mention the vendor number. Okay. Manish?
Yes, got it.
Yeah. Here you have to mention the material number and then the vendor address. How much quantities you are sending again extra. You have to mention the quantities. Under the partner also, you have to mention the vendor number. And then you have to do the normal GR process. You have to save transfer posting. Okay. Okay. So I have mentioned that also transfer posting. Then we have performed the GR also. Go and check the accounting entries. The normal accounting entries will done. So again we have to perform one more step. Okay, so how will system get to know, like we have sent the 2 quantities extra, we have done just the transfer posting, right? So while making the GR with respect to the subcontracting PO, we have done the GR, right? There the extra quantities is not mentioned. So how come the system will get to know, like we have sent the 2 quantities again, right? For that, what we have to do, we have to do the subsequent adjustment here. Give the PO number. This is the PO number. See, for which material we have sent the extra quantities? Child material 1, right?
Yes.
40. Just I'll mention 2 quantities we have sent extra. And one more thing you have to observe here. There is one column here is there, okay? This is under consumption column. So whenever you are performing under consumption materials, you have to check this box. Now we are performing for the over consumption of the child material. That's why you don't need to mention this check box. Just maintain the quantities, how much quantities you have sent extra. Okay, just maintain that. And then you have to do this. Just again, in MMB. So it will got updated. Okay, so what you have to perform is, we have done the transfer raw material to vendor, then we have done the transfer posting, that is the you already know the extra quantities, you have to mention it here. Extra quantities, example, 2 quantities we are sending extra, so you have to perform under the MyGo transfer posting. Then you have to do the GR. Then under the MyGo transaction only, you have to perform the subsequent adjustment. Okay, here you have to mention for which material you have sent the extra material. Under the child material, I have sent two materials extra. That's why I maintained only two child materials, and then just save it. Okay, and then you have to save it. That's all. This is how you have to perform for the overconsumption.
There is no any checkbox for overconsumption.
No. If you're using for the underconsumption, you have to check that box. If you're not using the underconsumption, don't check any box. Just mention the quantity and say. So whenever you're performing the underconsumption, you have to check that box, particular box. I'll show you again. Subsequent adjustment. We have already done this. Just I'll show you the box. Okay. See here, there is no box for the overconsumption. Only under consumption here is there. Whenever you are performing the under consumption, just check this box. If you are performing the over consumption, just maintain the quantity. For the screen material, I have sent the two more quantities. Okay, that's the reason you have to mention two. Or else if you are maintaining three quantities, you have to mention three. How many quantities you are sending extra? You have to mention that quantity and you have to just say. Don't check any box here for the over consumption. Okay. And you can perform for all the childs also. First perform for the one child, and then you can perform for all the child at a time. If the vendor is asking for the three child materials also, two materials got damaged, so I require two quantities for three child materials. That time you have to perform the same step for the how we have performed for the one child, right? So the same way you have to perform for the three child, and then again you have to perform like how many quantities you have sent for the three child material. Don't check this box and just give save. Okay, just this you should be aware. Normal parent material, and then the child material, child 2, child 3, then vendor create one parent material, new fresh parent material. Okay, the reason why I'm getting so many times error means I've used the same materials for the different processes. That's why the quantities got mismatched. Okay, so take the fresh materials. Vendor, you can take the any vendor and then perform the subcontracting PO and then transfer the raw material to the vendor ME2O. Once you are done with this, by using the transfer posting, again transfer the two more extra quantities. Like how many extra quantities you have to transfer by using transfer posting. Once you're done with this, do the GR with respect to the subcontracting PO. Once you're done with this, you just observe the accounting entries also. We have observed the accounting entries. The same accounting entries will get, and then go and do the MIGO, subsequent adjustment. Okay. Under the subsequent adjustment, for which child we have sent the extra quantities, you have to mention particular quantities to the child material, and just you have to give the same. That's all. Any doubt? This is for the overconsumption. First, thorough with the standard subcontracting process. Once you thorough with the standard subcontracting process, then only you can apply with the scenarios. Okay. Manish, yeah.
This ME21 and MB1B is same or like different?
Both you can perform actually. MB1B like that, that is also used for the transfer posting, and ME2 also will be using for the transferring the raw material to the vendor. See,
Both both T-code are using for the company to vendor, na? Like in this direction.
yes. See here, what you have to do now. You have to mention the movement type. 541 is the movement type we are using for the transfer raw material to the vendor. Okay.
Vendor.
Just observe here. You have to mention the vendor number, and then how many materials you're transferring. You have to mention the material and then the quantity. This is for the MB1B, right? So, did you observe under the ME2O, you will get any movement type here?
No.
What you have to do? Just you have to check this and you are using the post goods issue. Did anywhere as mentioned the 541 movement type here?
No.
See, if you are using the ME2O, what will happen in the backend? It will get generated. Okay, the movement type. So we can use the both step, either ME2O or else MB1B. But in the MB1B, you have to mention the movement type, that is the 541. In the ME2O, it's not necessary to maintain any movement type. In the back end, it will get generated.
And sometimes we are using 542 also in this MB1B.
So we are using that for to get the material back to our inventory from the vendor.
This is only scrap.
This is not, we can use only for the scrap. For the any materials, if you wanted to, like, after, see what happens under consumption also, there is one scenario, okay? So I have not performed that. Here also you can perform by using the 542 movement type. So whatever the under consumption materials are available in the vendor, we can take that material back to our inventory by using the 542 movement type.
Okay.
The scrap material in the under consumption also, it will come into picture. So under consumption,
We can add the under consumption.
sorry,
Instead of scrap,
your voice is breaking, Srinivas.
hello.
Yeah, now I can hear.
Instead of scrap, we can use this under consumption material.
Yeah, this is for the different scenarios. Okay, scrap materials is somewhere like, for example, when the vendor is performing the parent material, if he is getting any scrap material, if you wanted that the scrap material back to our inventory, so we can perform the scrap procedure. Okay, but what happened in the under consumption? Just I'll give you the scenario now. Okay, you can perform.
It is same process like scrap.
No. I'll just give you a scenario now. Okay. The consumption I will not perform. You have to perform from your side. Just imagine. So I'll just copy this only. Okay. To get the one parent material smartphone, these are the child material. One more. See, these are the screens. This will, so for a 10 smartphone, he require 10 screen, 10 battery, 10 processor only. Okay. Just I'll take one more child material here. Child material 4. So we'll use the coolant for the mobile, right? We'll use the coolant to make the smartphone, right? So we will be using it is in the liter, right? Just assume we'll be using the coolant. So 10 liters is required for the smartphone. Okay, this we can perform. For example, what will happen while making the smartphone, he may use the 10-liter also, or else he may consume only 8 liters also. Smartphone. This can be changed, right? Srinivas?
Yes, ma'am.
For the 10 liters coolant we are providing to the vendor. Okay, under the 10 liters, so to make the 10 smartphone, like what will happen, you will use only the 8 liters of the coolant. Still 2 liters are left, right?
Yes, ma'am.
For this we have to do the under consumption. So the same steps you have to perform. I'll just tell you. Second is vendor. I'll just mention the scenario also. While making the 10 smartphone, vendor consume only 8 liters of coolant. So still 2 liters are remaining with the vendor. Okay. So for this we have to do the under consumptions of the child material. So we have sent the 4 child material to get the smartphone, but he'll use 10 screen, 10 battery, 10 processor. But while doing the smartphone, what will happen? Coolant he'll use only the 8 liters. So still there is two more liters is left over. Okay. For that reason, we have to do the under consumptions of the child material. This is the under consumption of child material. Okay. What you have to do is Just do the subcontracting PO. Fourth step is ME2. Fifth step is the normal GR. Then again you have to perform one step here. That is the
Mm.
GR. What we have to do here?
Subsequent adjustment.
Subsequent adjustment. Okay. So we'll do the subsequent adjustment. One more step is available. The 2 liters of the coolant is available in the vendor stock only. We need to get back to the 2 liters to our inventory. What we have to do?
MB1B 542.
Yes. You can use MB1B also, or else you can use under the MIGO also. MIGO also you can use the transfer posting. MB1B it's the old one. You can use the MIGO also. MB1B, so 542 is the movement type to receive the material from vendor to our stock. To receive the material. Example, 2 liters. These are the leftover liters, 2 liters from vendor to our. You have to perform 542 movement type.
And Mansa, how
Yeah.
it works in MIGO? This one, last one.
Yeah, I will show. Initially, we have performed under the MIGO only. We have not used the MB1B. Here you can see the transfer posting, right?
Yes.
Here,
Yes.
here we have used so many movement types actually. Initially 261 and all we have used the time. Okay. Here also you can perform. Movement type will play the role. 541 we are using to send the material from our stock to vendor stock. 542 while we are receiving the material from vendor stock to our stock. Okay. While performing the ME2O, the movement type will not get generated in the backend, it will generate. Okay. You can use the ME2O also, or else you can perform the MB1B and you can do the 541 movement type. Then
But the destination and this all are the same, no?
yeah, everything is same. Instead of MB1B, so everyone are using the to get the material back from the vendor to our stock. Usually, everyone are going the MyGo transaction only. So MB1B is the old transaction, and to send the material from our stock to the vendor stock, they are going for the ME2O only. Okay? You can perform either way. See, under the ME2O, what we have to do, just we have to give the vendor name. That's all, right? But with performing the MB1B, you have to mention all the things manually, right? Which is the easy one. See,
Yes, ME2 is this one.
MB2O is only just you have to give the vendor number and then we already performed. See, just you have to check this and then you have to go do the post goods issue. In the backend, the 541 movement type will get generated. So this is the very easy way, right? If you're performing MB1B, all the things you have to maintain manually.
Okay.
So you have to perform the under consumption. The same thing, see, you have to create one more material here, raw material only for the coolant. Why have I taken the child material 4 means, see, for the battery screen processor, we can't change, okay? So it requires for the 10 smartphone, it requires 10 screen only, 10 battery only, processor only, okay? But the coolant we can do. The reason here is it's in the liters, right? He can consume 8 liters also, 8.5 liters also, 9 liter also, and sometimes he will consume 10 liter also. Just assume like he has consumed 8 liters, so still 2 liters are left. So this is the scenario. That's why you are performing under consumptions of child material. Okay. If you are thorough with the standard subcontracting process only, then only you can apply this different scenarios, or else you'll not get to know. First, you have to thorough with the standard subcontracting process, all the accounting entries and the movement types. So initially, how many movement type will come, Manish? I'm just telling from the whole subcontracting process.
Like 561.
61,
No,
541.
561.
541.
See, without subcontracting process also, we can add the stocks to our inventory, right? While performing the standard GR standard PO and all, we are performing the 561 movement type, right? To add the stocks to our inventory, we are performing 561. Don't consider that one. I'm asking only the subcontracting process.
Then 542.
541,
54.
540,
540.
545. One more assignment. There are two more moment types is there, 544 and 546. Okay, just search this one. This is actually, I'll just give you the hint also. Whenever we are doing the return, right, in the normal standard PO, standard GR, what we have performed, you can reverse the GR also, and you can reverse the PO also, right? Return delivery. That time you will be getting the 122 movement type and also there. So under the subcontracting process also, 544 and 546 movement types are there. As of now, don't go with this. Just practice 541, 542, 543, and then the 544, 5. Once you're completed with this standard one, if you have a time, just go on set the 544 and 546. All the movement types, accounting entries, and then the scenario based. This and all very important in the subcontracting process. That's why I have shown all the scenarios. I've given also here under consumptions of child material. Note down this one and you have to perform. If you're facing any issues, just let me know. I'll help you. Manish, yesterday you have done, right? The vendor thing?
Yesterday you gave this work that I did.
Yeah. Today, perform this one under consumption of child material.
Yes.
This is the assignment. You understood the concept, right? How you have to perform the under consumption?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. If you have done any mistakes here only under the quantities also, you'll get so many errors. So perform carefully. So create the fresh parent material and create 4 fresh child materials. Then add the stocks to your inventory. Once you're done with this, take any existing vendor and then perform the subcontracting PO and then the ME2O. Once you're done with receive the materials and then you have to do the subsequent adjustment. Okay.
Yes.
Any doubt?
Ma'am,
So what is the
for
third type
the-
of subcontracting? Like with the overconsumption, you wrote just 4, so I missed any third type of.
I didn't get you. Third type of.
You exactly mentioned that there is a phone number for the overconsumption of child material. So what is the third number of in the subcontracting process? One is standard, one is scrap
Okay.
material.
Okay, you're right. I have mentioned. I have not mentioned actually. One is for the scrap material, and the third one is for the vendor. Yesterday I have given one assignment, right? Subcontracting process with the vendor. The raw material is transferred by the supply material and to the subcontracting process with vendor. The material is transferred from the supplier to the subcontracting vendor. That is the third scenario we have done. Fourth one is the overconsumption and fifth one is the underconsumption.
ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, for child material 1, 2, and 3, we will take as kg or like that, and for the fourth one, we will take liter.
Yes. See, what I have done the mistake is smartphone. Just while creating the material, we have take the base unit of measure as a kg, right?
Yes.
You what you can do if you're taking the smartphone as only example, you can take the pieces. Under the base unit of measure, there is an option. So randomly, I've just taken the kg. Okay. So for the smartphone, we are using as the pieces. 10 screen pieces, 10 battery, 10 processor. Just change the base unit of measure.
Okay.
And then here you can take the 10 liters. So the example, you can take any example, not only the smartphone. You can take any other parent material as an example, and what are the raw materials are required to make that parent material. Just mention that raw material in the description and change the base unit of measure according to that. Yes. Any doubt? First, we have done for the standard subcontracting process, right?
Yes.
Yes.
This, no doubt. Second, we have performed for the subcontracting process with the scrap material. Third one, I have not performed. I've given you the assignment. Subcontracting process with vendor. Already Manish has performed, and I have shown you the steps also how you have to perform. Okay. Subcontracting process with the vendor. Then the fourth one is overconsumption of child material. This we have performed. And then fifth one is under consumption of child material. This you have to perform. Okay. To perform all this scenario based, first you should be thorough with the standard subcontracting process. Then only you can apply the logics. First finish the standard subcontracting process.
Yesterday I tried with semi-finished material, but it won't work in the end.
Why you have used semi-finished?
Because yesterday I asked one scenario that if company have like performed the subcontracting process, then he has to give material to the one subcontracting, and then he will work on this material. Then after he sending to vendor 2, and then the final product will come from vendor 2 to company.
Yeah, he will send the raw material to get the finished product. Why he will send the semi-finished product?
Like I just think means this could be work like this could be scenario like this.
No, semi-finished, the company will not going to send. Okay, only if the, see, that's fine. If the raw materials are available in our stock, I'll just make the standard process. If the raw materials is not at all available in my stock, I'll perform the subcontracting process with the vendor, where the supplier will only send the raw material to the subcontracting vendor.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can it be possible that the parent company, means the company who can share, who can send 50 quantity raw material and another 50 raw material in his stock he has not means yeah, there is a deficit of another 50. So he is telling another company to give another 50 to that that child material to that third party vendor. Can
Yes.
it be possible?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay.
So what you have to do now? The normal procedure you have to do. See, 10, for example, 50 quantities, you have to do the standard PO. Okay, from which vendor you are going to supply the material to the subcontracting vendor. For that, you have to perform the standard PO, and then the remaining 50 quantities you are sending from your side. So while making the subcontracting PO, you have to mention all these details. You can perform with that scenario also. 50 child materials you are sending, and the other 50 child materials will be sent by the one more supplier from outside to the subcontract vendor. This scenario also possible.
Okay.
I thought of telling this, but you'll get more confusion. That's why I have not mentioned this scenario. What you can do now, Sukanya? Perform first this one, subcontracting process with vendor.
Yes, ma'am.
If you perform this subcontracting process with this vendor, then only you can apply your scenario based, whatever the scenario has, right? 50 quantities from the supplier to the subcontracting vendor, and the others 50 quantities from the company to the subcontracting vendor. If you are thoroughly practiced with this one, you can apply that scenario.
Okay, ma'am.
Even you guys can practice with that scenario. Manish?
Yeah, but in that case, we have to make two POs standard
Yeah. No. Why you will make two POs? Tell me.
because one PO for like we are sending from our inventory to the mm, to the vendor, and the second is like vendor one to vendor two.
Second, that is the subcontracting PO you have to make. Under the subcontracting PO only you can make the child material, right?
Yes,
Yeah, mention there only. One child material you are sending, and the one more child material is sending by other supplier to the subcontracting vendor.
but the delivery address and everything will be changed now. That's why one
Just go with the same logic, okay? Instead of taking 3 child material, whatever steps you have followed for the subcontracting process with the vendors, follow the same steps. What you have to do now, you have to add one more child material in the subcontracting PO. Okay, one will send by the supplier and the one child material will be sent by you, but you have to mention all those detail in the subcontracting PO. Try with this. If you're not getting, let me know.
okay.
That is one more scenario.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
what if for different child material, different vendors supplying the material?
Sorry.
For different child material, different vendor is providing the material to
Yeah.
subcontractor.
Yeah, that's what the Sukanya has mentioned the scenario, right? The same scenario it will apply. You have to send the standard PO first to the supplier, for which supplier is going to send the raw material to the subcontracting vendor. You have to send a standard PO. You can apply so many scenarios also. Okay, first apply with this scenario. Just take 2 child material. One is sending from the company, and the other child material is sending by the outside vendor, outside supplier to the subcontracting vendor. First perform this one, then later you can apply with the 3 to 4 child material with the different vendors.
Okay.
Before doing that, first you have to perform this one, subcontracting process with vendor. Under the delivery address and all, you have to mention the details. First you have to perform this step, and then you can apply all the scenarios. Is any doubt? In the interview, if they are asking about the scenario based only, then you have to tell all the steps. Okay, over consumption, under consumption, they will only ask the question. So if so the scenario which I have mentioned here, right, they will only ask this scenario. You have to just answer how you have to perform in the SAP system. Just you have to tell this flow where you are going to do this, all these things. Okay. If they are not asking about the scenario based question, if they are asking only about the subcontracting process, just mention the standard subcontracting process, how it will work, and tell the all the movement types from 541 to 545, and then tell all the accounting entries. 4 for the parent material and remaining for the child materials. Okay. Yes. Any doubt?
I need to show you something. So after this class, can we connect?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yes. What about others? Srinivas, Neha, Monica. If you are not performed in the system, you are not able to do this, all these scenarios. You can't apply the scenarios also. Yes,
One
Manish?
side will take much time.
Yes.
So in real time, it will take also much time.
Real time, see, all the scenarios at a time will not come into picture, Manish. Okay. So if you get the scenario, you should be aware about how to do the steps.
And that will come by practicing.
Yeah, it may come and it may not come also. These are all the scenario based, like like just think logically. So how, like if it happens like this, like about the overconsumption and the underconsumption, that time you will be not aware, right? If you are aware only about the standard subcontracting process, how you can perform all this overconsumption, underconsumption, and then the scrap all these things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally, with the standard vendor, it won't happen this over and under consumption. I think, like because every time we are dealing with this vendor, so
Yes.
if they have material, then it should be with him.
Yes.
And then we are providing, then he can use the material. All. But yeah, as a standard, we need to learn like this.
Yeah. First, thorough with the standard whenever you're getting the time, right? So that time perform one scenario. Already, so we have performed 4 extra scenarios now, right? Still, we can think logically. Still, we can take 2 more scenarios also. One Sukanya has told from
Yes.
one vendor, one child material from our company, and one more child material from the other supplier to the subcontracting vendor. And Srinivas also told the same question, like different child material from the different vendor. We can take that scenario also. If
Yeah, means
we think we
means
can take so many scenarios, okay, so at least you should be aware about at least 2 to 3 scenarios. Then you can apply logically the remaining things.
yes. Even though yesterday also I made one scenario,
Hmm.
but there is in I completed everything, but in last there is a error related to account GL account.
General
So
ledger account, actually, we need to do that setting with the help of the FI consultant. That's why you are getting the error. Yeah, so it will completely based on if you are applying with the different scenarios now. So there will be general ledger account should be linked. That should be done by the FI consultant only.
yeah, that's why I need to first confirm. Then I will send to you what exactly I did, and then might be the idea will be clear.
Yeah. Still, you can take 3 to 4 more extra scenarios also, but it will get more confusion.
Yes.
First, you have to practice thoroughly with the standard subcontracting process, and practice with the scrap, and practice with the subcontracting with the vendor. Okay, then you can do the underconsumption and the overconsumption. Later also, if you feel to take so many scenarios, apply different scenarios and perform.
Okay.
Yes. What about others? Sneha, have you practiced?
Yes, I have practiced the subcontracting and scrap also. I have practiced. That is what while creating the BOM, facing some issue. I think I will try that again once.
Yeah, take the fresh parent material and take the fresh child material, or else you can connect to me. Okay, we can delete that by using the CS02. Try to delete from your end.
Okay.
And just I'll show you in a system only now. Okay, how we have to perform. I will just yesterday while Srinivas was performing. Yes, please. The T code is you have to use CS02. Okay.
Okay.
You have to give the material number. I don't think which material I can give. For this, I have not. Okay, I'll take one more. I'll just take this. Just check. Take that. Just I'll show you how to perform this. See, yes. What you have to do now? Just check this. How many line items? You can
Okay.
here delete, right?
Yeah.
Delete it.
Fine. Okay, I will do it once.
Save it.
For the child scrap, okay, I will add the quantity. For the scrap material, what we are receiving from them, that quantity should be in the minus.
Yeah, under the BOM, you have to maintain it as a negative.
Okay.
If you want to receive the scrap material from the vendor to your stuff, you have to perform the 542 movement type.
Okay.
Let's check the BOM first. Whatever the issue you are facing, try to delete it, and then you can perform again. Just you have to select the lines and you have to delete it. CS02, the T code is.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Okay.
CS01 for the creation, CS02 for the deletion. Change the deletion. Yes. Any doubt? If you have not performed in the system, you will not get to know. Harish, are you getting?
Yes, I'm getting it.
What about Monica?
Once I tried for the only for subcontracting standard process, but the thing is that I am not able to create the material with fed or the raw material, and I'm also right now not at my home with money, so I can practice in his laptop. So yesterday I tried once, and today also I'm going to try. But if I'm getting any doubts, I will contact you.
Yeah, sure. And one more thing I have to mention, why Sneha, Harish, and Monica have not sent the practice sheet?
I actually uploaded on the Saturday before the vacation, but I don't know why you are not getting. But I can also send today once again what I have completed.
Try to send it to that Google form. If you're not able to send, just let me know. I can share my mail.
Okay.
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 What about
Yeah, I will share today. The few topics it still was pending from my end, so I just kept on hold.
yeah, please send it by today, okay? You have to check.
Okay.
What about Harish?
Still, I have to complete some more documents. I will complete and I will send.
So you have to tell clearly if you have not submitted the practice sheet, I have given enough time, okay? You will be not qualified the second phase, that is the S4 HANA. So Prashant
Okay.
sir mentioned strictly like you have to perform all the topics thoroughly before entering the S4 HANA. That's the reason from day one I'm telling you repeatedly, okay? Practice sheet will be rechecked by the Prashant sir also after me. Once he'll check all the practice sheet, then only S4 HANA session will be conducted. So I think in the May first week, your classes will get over the ECC part. Okay, S4 HANA will going to start. Before that, you have to practice and you have to submit the practice sheet.
Yes.
And I have to mention one more thing. Sukanya actually have maintained very properly. Who and all gone through the Sukanya's practice sheet yesterday?
Yes, ma'am. I also look at it.
Manish?